Hi, my name is Darja, and this is Djurre, and we both work on an enabling sustainable volunteering project with the SES, funded by Bushfire Natural Hazards CRC. This is our quarterly update for the project, and we'll talk about what we've achieved in the last 3 months. So Djurre, can you tell us a little bit more about what we were busy doing in the last couple of months?
Yeah, definitely. Last few months we have been doing interviews, a lot of them. We have interviewed over 50 people at the SES in WA, and that were altogether 27 interviews, so some of them were with several people. What I noticed immediately during those interviews is that people loved telling their stories. They just loved it. But we also gained a lot of valuable insights in how the SES works, but also in general how emergency service volunteers work, what they love, what they don't like about their volunteering. Yeah, it was really great.
Okay. So what were some of the things that immediately stood out to you, as in what differentiates SES volunteer experiences from maybe other volunteers or anything like that?
Well, what I wasn't used to yet is how important call-outs are, for example, to people, and staying active as a volunteer.
Yeah.
So the training is incredibly valuable.
Yeah.
People really like that. They value good training, and some of the concerns were also related to training, that sometimes the training wasn't up to par or wasn't exactly what they were looking for.
Right. Yeah, so that's one of the things I noticed as well with my regional units, is that often they complain about not having access to the training, and because they can't actually go out and help people without having that training, they're frustrated that they can't move on. Yeah. Was there anything else?
What I noticed is that people generally take a great deal of pride in their volunteering, and they love servicing the community. That really struck me. Another thing is that most units don't have a very clear method of inducting new volunteers, and that's something they also wanted some advice for, and they wanted some handholds to improve that.
Yeah. So that's similar again to what I found, is that there was a lot of informal induction, so just come along and see if you like it, but there wasn't really a lot of process around that, and that's probably one of the reasons for why they lose some of the people that join them. And then the people leave. Yeah,
that's something one of the volunteer managers I talked to voiced.
Right. Is there anything else for other reasons for why people leave volunteering with SES that you've picked up on?
Well, the greatest, this goes for all volunteering organizations that I talk to, the greatest concern is time, obviously. Some people even said that they notice a dip between people who start as a young volunteer in their 20s or so, and then when people have children and they start their career, start working on that, they leave the SES, but oftentimes they seem to return as well. Yeah. That's a comment I heard quite regularly.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That's pretty good. I think one of the things I picked up on was quite interesting, is that people join to be emergency volunteer, and then if there's no emergencies, they kind of get frustrated and leave just because they don't have the chance.
I heard that too. Yeah. That
was
interesting. Yeah.
So what are we planning to do in the next 3 months?
That's a good one. We are using the interviews in the next 3 months. Because we have now hours and hours of audio material. We will be transcribing all that. Then we will be analyzing all the interviews, looking for general trends in the interviews. So are people saying a lot of the same things, and what are those exact things? Because this is what we were talking about, mostly anecdotal. Now we want to do it like properly. Then we will summarize all that in a report, and we will also use it to inform our future research. So we're designing a survey, and we're going to use all those insights we gain from the interviews to design the survey.
Great. All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no worries.